start this. I don't even know. You know, I got a story. I got a story to tell here, okay? Story time with Jeff. Hey. Story time with Jeff. You guys, story time. Where do I even begin with this? Now? Now you decide to turn on? Now. It's quiet enough. It's fine. Okay. Hey guys, Jeff here. Welcome back to Frustrated Shenanigans. Welcome back to Smart Shenanigans. As you can tell, this is no ordinary gaming video like I originally had planned. I was going to play a pretty cool indie horror game. Yeah, I was going to record that like 14 hours ago. And then edit it, get it uploaded, record another video, edit that video, get it uploaded, and hopefully start editing Monday's Baldur's Gate video. But as you can tell, the first of those things did not happen. I recently got a new computer. That's awesome. That's super cool. Nice computer. Not gonna lie, it's a pretty nice computer. It does me well. It did me well. I don't know if it will ever do me well again. Oh boy. We're gonna get back to the beginning of this story. Way back in the days of July, when I first started this channel, I noticed a slight issue with the laptop I was using at the time. When I'd talk with my hands a lot, and you're gonna see a lot of hand talking, because that's what I do. Especially when I'm frustrated. This laptop, I've had it since freshman year of college. It's a little loud, a little noisy, as laptops go, because it has troubles with cooling down, as laptops do. And it was great. I made do. I made do with what I had. I'm good at that. I'm good at making do with what I have. However, that laptop had its limitations. I still have it. It's literally sitting across the room from me. Might have to switch back to it. Who knows? We'll see. That laptop was great. Started the channel on it. The original issue that this laptop had that I noticed and didn't think much of was that whenever I had audio playing and I decided to do anything, like opening File Explorer or making edits in Premiere Pro, every once in a while the audio would kind of, do a little pop pop, a little crackle, a little sizzle. And those aren't sounds you necessarily want to hear from your crystal clear voice audio, or in the laptop's case, your fan-ridden, super noisy background vocal audio that you guys no longer have to deal with. I didn't think much of it. It didn't happen all that often, maybe a few times a day. It was fine. Jeff, where are you going with this, buddy? Where I'm going with this is that it is a little after 11 p.m., and I have not done anything I was supposed to do today. And not for lack of trying. I have been working all day and not gotten anything done. I didn't think much of the laptop issue with the crackle, the pop, the sizzle. I didn't think much of it. I should have thought much of it. In my head, I was like, oh, interesting. Not a big deal. It only happens a few times a day. It's on one computer. It's probably going to be fine. I don't need to worry about this right now. I don't need to troubleshoot this right now. It's okay. Maybe it'll go away someday. Maybe an update will come out. It'll get rid of it. Cool. I'll just deal with it for now. This is fine. I can manage this. It's okay. And it was. It was great. It was fine. I would gladly take those problems again. Please give me those problems again. Fast forward a few months or so, I'm realizing the limitations of this laptop, and I decide that I need a larger and more upgraded and overall better computer. And I got said desktop computer, and it was great. Got it all set up, spent the entire day setting it up. I didn't even move much of the stuff from the old laptop to this computer. I re-downloaded all of the apps and then kind of moved the profiles from those apps over, but even then, most of the time, I just rebuilt the profiles and all that. It was great, every once in a while I had a little bit of a struggle, but overall, not bad. I would pay to have that struggle again. Flash forward another month or so. I've had this computer for about a month. I've had this computer a short while. I've had this computer not very long. And I love this computer. I have loved this computer. I have pushed this computer so hard, and I have now found the limitations of this computer, apparently. I think. I don't even know yet. But I'm making this video because I don't know what's happening and I need help. That crackle crackle, that pop pop, that sizzle sizzle of the laptop. It came back in this computer and I don't know why. I started up this computer, was doing great, installing all the apps, everything I needed, and every once in a while, out of the audio would come this crackle crackle, this sizzle sizzle, this pop pop, and I didn't even notice it. I was like, oh yeah, this is great, new computer, this is awesome. I was blinded by the light of this beautiful computer, and I still say this computer is still very beautiful. I know it can be good still, but god damn it, right now it really sucks. The beloved little issues of the laptop that I miss so dearly continued onto this brand new computer. And I said to myself, once I started to notice them, I said to myself, okay, I mean, it still has those issues of that audio, that sizzle sizzle, that pop pop, that crack crack. It still has those issues, but just like the laptop, they only happen every few hours, maybe a few times a day. Not that big a deal. Until yesterday. Oh, goodness. I have recently received a very nice Elgato Stream Deck Plus. I love Elgato. I love the Stream Deck Plus. Not sponsored yet. This Elgato Stream Deck Plus. It is amazing. I still love it. I am super excited to get to use it again. I cannot currently use it for reasons that we are finally about to get to. This Elgato Stream Deck Plus requires a fair amount of software to run it. Obviously, it's a Stream Deck. It's going to require a fair amount of software. It has 8 buttons. Each individual button has its own individual screen on it. It has a digital touch screen that you can swipe across. There's 4 dials that control volumes and anything that would need a dial. It's awesome. I love this thing. Again, not sponsored yet. Hey, Elgato, hook me up. Get some lights in the background, some lights in front of me that are Elgato. You can make this happen. Hit me up. Have your people reach out to my people, who is me. However you do that. And while I was setting up the Stream Deck, obviously there was that little crack crack, that sizzle sizzle, that pop pop every once in a while. I said, it's not too much worse than it has been. Maybe a little bit. Whew, boy was I wrong. I spent most of yesterday getting it set up. Got it all set up super nicely, super excited about it. It's awesome. I need to edit a video to get out for today, which for you guys is yesterday, but don't worry about it. I start editing said video. I already had half of it edited anyway from like the previous week. I continue editing this video and there's a little more sizzle sizzle than normal. There's a little more crack crack. There's a little more pop pop than usual. And I say to myself, it's a little more than usual, but it's bearable. I'm okay with this. Let me at least get through the rest of the holiday season where I have another big trip coming up in a day that I need to have videos done and out for beforehand. I'll manage, I'll get through it. I'll come back next week when I'm back from said trip and I'll figure out this issue. I will troubleshoot this issue for days on end because I will have the time. I did not get the luxury of that. As I'm editing this video, the sizzle sizzle, the crack crack, the pop pop, they start to get worse. As I get further into editing this video, I say to myself, you know what? It is getting a little annoying, but it's okay. That is up until I need to record the outro for that video. Because I had ended that last recording session with, I'll see you in a second. I go to record said outro for said video. I open OBS. I turn on the camera. I get it all set up to record. And I hit record and I do the outro. And I load it into Premiere Pro at the end of the video. And the audio is delayed. That's weird. I mean, I have a 166 millisecond delay on my audio to line it up with the video that is recorded to OBS so that I don't have to set it every time to be 166 milliseconds off. The only thing I have changed to this point is adding the Stream Deck and a Wavelink software from Elgato as well, because my Stream Deck unlocks that software and that software is awesome. That software is beautiful. I love that software. I am so excited to keep using that software. Not sponsored. Yet. Maybe that software is somehow speeding up the audio processing, which would make zero sense, but maybe that's what's happening. Alright, get rid of the 166 millisecond audio delay in OBS that I have preset into OBS itself, and I record another outro. I load that outro into Premiere Pro, and it's got some crazy white noise behind it. I guess I will get a denoiser. That's okay. That's easy enough to get. I can do that. That's fine. That's easy to set up, easy to do. I set up a denoiser in the Wavelink software. Record another outro. It works great. It sounds awesome. You know, it sounds perfect to me. Still has a little bit of noise in the background, but it was bearable because I have the background music to compensate for it. It covers it up just fine. It was not just fine. As I am editing together this outro, it doesn't take much editing to put together my outros. A little cut here and there, slap it together, throw a dip to black on the end, throw an exponential fade on the audio, extend the music out to the end, put a fade on that, we're good to go, outro done. In the short amount of time that I was editing said outro, I was having a lot more of that famous pop pop, that famous sizzle sizzle, that famous crackle crackle. But I just need to get this video done, get it uploaded, go to bed, I'll deal with it the next day. Every time it happens, I found out that the audio was being delayed a little bit further each time it happened. Until it was so far out of sync from the video was way ahead of the audio. But every time I'd hit pause and play, it'd sync back up all of a sudden. Until it would slowly work its way back, unsyncing until I pause and play again, it syncs back up again, and I think to myself, huh, weird, but fine, it's okay. I just need to, all I have to do left is watch through the whole video, make any final edits I want to make, export it, upload it, done for the night. I start watching through the video, and it keeps doing that dreaded sound that I had once ignored, that I had once thought to be just a minor bug. It kept doing it and kept getting out of sync to the point where every 30 seconds of video that I had watched in Premiere Pro, I had to pause and play to resync the audio. I pushed myself through it. I just dealt with it. Every 30 seconds, I'd hit pause and play real quick just to resync the audio and keep going. I got the video done, exported. I start playing some Spotify, and I start putting together the thumbnail. But as I'm doing this, the Spotify is going bonkers. It's going bananas. It's going ham on that crackle crackle. That sizzle sizzle, that pop pop. I even loaded up the lyrics of the videos to see how far ahead the lyrics were from the actual audio I was hearing. The video or the lyrics were 10 whole seconds ahead of the audio. I'd look at the Spotify app and I'd see, oh, it's at 138 in the song. Cool. It's obviously ahead, so I hit pause. I hit play again, it jumps to 128 and keeps playing. And it backs the audio up too, to that point. Finally, I say screw it, pause the music so I can get that friggin' thumbnail made and uploaded and get the video good to go because that is the priority, is to get a good video out for today. Yesterday for you guys. Cool. Video done, video uploaded, thumbnail done, thumbnail on the video. I then turn my attention to this issue that I have been ignoring since July. I've been ignoring this issue since the laptop. I figured it wasn't that big a deal. Oh boy, how I was wrong. I could not have been more wrong on this one. Last night I spent 2 hours looking through all the forums I can find on the internet to try to figure out what the issue is. I see everything from updating your drivers, to trying out old drivers, to changing the bit depth, to changing the sample rate, to trying out all of the various combinations, of which there are so many combinations of bit depth and sample rates on my system, because I have so many different audio outputs because of the Wavelink software that I love and I'm so excited to get back to, but I can't do that yet. I go through every single possible combination of bit depth and sample rate that I can think of. I go through every possible combination of that. I go through so many different driver updates. I have tried so much, and I finally say, you know what? It's like, what? Midnight, 1 in the morning. I need to go to bed. I'm trying to wake up early tomorrow, get a lot of recording and editing done so I can go on this trip tomorrow, this weekend. Oh boy. I wake up. I have a nice leisurely morning. I make myself some breakfast. I finish the YouTube video that I was watching while I ate that breakfast, and then I decide it is time to solve this issue once and for all. This issue that has been around since July on the original laptop that has somehow persisted into this new computer, this new desktop computer. It is time to fix that famous crack, that sizzle, that pop. Started at 10 a.m. this morning. Oh boy, I went through every possible forum there is online. I went through every Reddit thread related to Windows 11 audio issues. I went through every Reddit thread and forum related to NVIDIA graphics drivers. I went through every possible Reddit forum, everything, comments on all of them, on every GeForce RTX 3060 graphics card, audio issues. Nothing. Not a single thing worked. I tried every single possible solution that one person had commented. 30 replies down the thread, somebody said, hey, I did this and it happened to work for me. I tried it. I tried every single possible fix for this. And by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 hours after I had started this, I said, okay, one person on page 2 of these Reddit replies to this specific thread has said, I reinstalled Windows. Now I understand why people reinstall Windows on a pre-built PC. I said, oh, okay, this was a pre-built PC. Cool, I'll reinstall Windows. That was the biggest mistake I could have made. Thankfully, I was smart. I said, okay, I have 2 external hard drives. I copied my entire C drive to this external hard drive. That took like an hour to copy over because it's an HDD. It's kind of slow. And then I said, okay, time to copy the D drive, my data drive over, which has a lot more information on it because that's where I store all of my recordings and all of my editing and everything for the channel. And my video archive, my archive of everything I've ever made for this channel is on that drive. It's a lot bigger than my C drive. I copy that over to the external hard drive. It goes great. It takes a very long time. In the in-between while I'm copying all those over, I get some stuff down around the house. Those finally finish doing their thing and copying over. I say, okay, cool. Unplug. Put it back over there for a minute. It's time to reinstall Windows, the entire operating system. Windows 11, you're getting booted and reinstalled. Fast forward to the end of that. That took a little bit of time too. I got some more stuff done around the house. Cool, whatever. And I'd known this going into it, that it was going to uninstall all of my apps that I had installed. So Steam is gone, OBS is gone, Creative Cloud, which is Premiere Pro, my editing software, and Photoshop, which is the thumbnail editing software that I use. Those are gone. All the games, any games I had downloaded, Minecraft, gone. Everything gone. .minecraft, the folder with all the saves in it, gone. App data, gone. Everything, gone. I log back into said computer with the clean version of Windows installed. I set it up. It's great. Cool. The issue is fixed. This was the final thing that was gonna work. I install Chrome because fuck Microsoft Edge. Install my antivirus software from there. Install Spotify so that I can test to see if it works. Spotify installs. Start playing music. Start trying to open files. Get something to do something, and the issue is back. That famous sizzle. That famous pop. That famous crackle. It is back. Oh boy. The one thing that was supposed to fix this, my final attempt, the one thing I hadn't tried, the one setting I had tried, changing the power options on the computer. I've changed the minimum CPU usage speed thing I set everything to 100%. I said you are never allowed to go below 100% speed. You have to be 100% overclocked, full speed. I didn't overclock anything because that would void my warranty. I said everything that I can possibly edit, go full speed, nothing worked. Oh boy. What I would do to go back to 12:30 p.m. before I had even thought about changing the operating system. Oh goodness. And I think to myself, oh, not a wonderful world. But you know what? I kept a very positive attitude the whole day. I stayed standing at the desk. I did everything in my power to stay positive today and stay motivated to keep this done because god damn it, I run a YouTube channel that is all about staying motivated and pushing through whatever challenges are thrown your way. And oh boy, were there challenges thrown my way today. But I stayed positive. I was in a great mood. I started just playing music off my phone while I troubleshooted stuff because at least it wouldn't do that sound. I kept troubleshooting. I kept going. I was seeing the world in a positive light. I was thinking, it is what it is. That's what kept me going. That's what kept me in such a good mood today. It's been a great day. Can't lie. It's been a wonderful day. I spent 8 hours today on this issue. I have looked through every subreddit. I have looked through every forum. I've looked through every Microsoft thing. Every single suggestion, every single comment, I have read it all. I have tried every solution and nothing worked. And then I see a comment that says, well, I just reinstalled my BIOS on my computer, and for those who don't know, a BIOS on a computer is like the brainstem of the computer. And this whole day, I've been performing surgery. I have replaced arms, I've done facelifts, I've replaced feet, I've replaced legs of my computer. I have done every possible thing I can. When it comes to brainstem surgery, that's where I kind of draw the line. I was looking into how to do it, and maybe it is simpler than I'm thinking. And everything I was seeing was like, well, if your BIOS version is later than this, but newer than this, then it's gonna do this, and if you try to install this, it's gonna break your entire computer. And I said, maybe this is where I draw the line. Maybe this is where I ask for help. I don't like bothering people with my problems. I like to keep my problems to myself, almost to a fault. Now, my dad, he pays for Best Buy support, like Geek Squad support, which is awesome. Super great, super helpful. I love them. I love Geek Squad. I've always gone to them. Him and I have always brought any computers we've had to them to fix our issues. It's awesome. The Best Buy we normally go to is 2 hours away from where I live. The closest Best Buy to me is an hour and a half away. Next best option, I go to the Best Buy chat support. They were super helpful. Honestly, they were super nice. I loved them. They helped me out. I even had taken video of the issue. I uploaded them to my personal YouTube channel as unlisted videos. I sent those 2 videos to the person at the Best Buy support, and they took the time to watch the videos, to look into the issue, and they tried their hardest. They came back to me and said, hey, I would love to help you, I really would, but this is something you're gonna have to bring it into the store to figure out. And I said, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for trying. The closest store is an hour and a half away, so I will do that as soon as I can. But thank you nonetheless. It's time to go to open mic. I run sound every Wednesday night for an open mic here in my town. I go do that to take a break from all this. I finish open mic, I come back home, and I say, okay, I'm going to table this for tonight. I need to at least get a video recorded and edited for tomorrow. This video was not supposed to be this video. It was supposed to be a gameplay video. I say, okay, let's install OBS. I install OBS, I launch it. It doesn't have my profile saved. I say, oh yeah, because I reinstalled Windows. Great. Plug in the external hard drive, go into the OBS setting file, delete it, copy over the old one to the new file. Cool. Load OBS up. It has all my settings. Dope. Awesome. Camera's not working. Cool. Troubleshooting that. Fix it. A couple times have to close and restart OBS to make it fix. It happens. It'd be like that sometimes. It is what it is. As I am troubleshooting the camera, OBS says, oh, those sources that were there a few seconds ago? Yeah. They're gone. They don't exist. They'll show up in the source list, but they're not going to be on the preview. They're not going to be recorded. They don't exist anymore. Dope. Love that. That's awesome. I install Steam, I install the game I was going to play, I launch it so that I can add the sources back, so I can get the face cam up, the game up, get them added back in. I say, okay, cool. As I'm doing all of this, I realize anytime I move my mouse, there's this really high-pitched squeal that comes out of my speakers. I say, I've never had that issue before. That's fun. So that's another issue I'm going to have to troubleshoot tomorrow. Another issue has randomly popped up. I have 4 monitors in a square formation. Bottom left, bottom right, top left, top right. It's backwards for me. So if I'm trying to go from the bottom right monitor slowly up to the top right monitor, the mouse goes, as it's going to the top right, it says, nope, I'm over here now. Huh? Doesn't happen when I go back down. Doesn't happen when I go to any other of the monitors. It's literally only when I am slowly, and I say only when I'm slowly, I'll explain that in a second, only when I'm slowly moving the mouse from the bottom right monitor to the top right monitor. Oh, and it doesn't happen if I move fast from the bottom right monitor to the top right monitor. If I move fast, it's fine. It goes to the monitor. If I move slowly, it teleports over to the other monitor. Screw it, fine, I'll deal with it. I just need to get a video recorded, a video edited, and uploaded. I'll try to get another video recorded after that. It's gonna be an all-nighter, it's fine. I then have to change all of the OBS settings that I had just finished setting up the previous day. I had just finished setting them up to be for the Stream Deck, which is a pain in the butt. Screw it, just add it to the list, I'll do it. I'm still in an okay mood. This is the point where my mood starts to go from, it is what it is, I'll deal with it, rolling with the punches, it's gonna be great, to, oh my god, I am screwed. When I reinstalled Windows, as I said and as I knew, it deleted all my apps. It deleted every app that doesn't come stock on a PC. And it reinstalled every app that comes stock on a PC. I have uninstalled apps that I don't ever use and don't need just to clear up space, like the Xbox Games app. I don't use that on my PC, so I uninstalled it previously. That's back. So now I have to go back through and uninstall all of those apps that I had previously uninstalled, and I have to go back through and install all of my apps that I need and reset them up with all of my preferences, and God knows if I'm gonna get those all right again. That's gonna take so long to figure out, and it's just gonna take weeks of, oh right, that setting needs to be that, right, okay, I guess I'll change that now. Not only that, but also pop-ups. My antivirus has pop-ups every once in a while that say, hey, here's a notification you might want to see. I had turned all of the notifications and pop-ups off. Those are all back now, so now I have to go back through and slowly turn those off as they show up. And as I realized all of this, it started to dawn on me that I still have the issue that I've been trying to fix for 10 hours at this point. More than 10 hours. That was 10 hours before I went to open mic. This is another hour after open mic. And now I just don't have all the settings I used to have, but still have all the issues. I keep trying to troubleshoot for a little bit, and finally I break. This is gonna take forever. There's no way in hell I'm getting video out for tomorrow. Also, I haven't eaten all day since breakfast before 10 a.m. because I've been doing this all day nonstop. So when I realized I was doomed, I sat down. I finally sat down and allowed myself to feel for a minute, and allowed myself to feel that sense of dread. And then I said, okay, I have now felt this. I have validated the feelings that I was feeling. Okay, cool. Let's eat some food for a second and take a break. And while I was eating that food, I realized, okay, I'm not going to get a game done by tomorrow. I should at least tell the story of what happened. And that's where this video comes in play. My plan is to get this video edited, get it uploaded, so that you guys can understand why there wasn't a gaming video today. And so I can share my frustrations, and if anybody happens to have any solutions they can't think of, throw them in the comments, please. Hit that like and subscribe button for all my suffering and pain that I've gone through. I miss the original crackle crackle, the original sizzle sizzle, that original pop pop. I miss those days on that laptop. because it's still a fairly large issue. It still happens a lot now. I don't know why. I don't have the apps I was running, but the issue is still worse than it was before I installed the apps, so I don't understand what's going on with that. And now there's those added issues of the monitor being weird and the mouse making a squealing noise when I move it, let alone the fact that I now have to go through every single profile on every single app that I install and reset it all up. It's gonna be a very long few weeks. But I've talked enough. I have ranted plenty. So now you guys know the struggles that have been today. I've spent 11 hours at least trying to figure this issue out between last night and today, and I still haven't gotten anywhere closer to an answer. Moral of the story is things break, things will go wrong, things happen, but it is what it is. And sometimes you just have to roll with the punches, and that is what I try to remind myself every day. Keep pushing through, get to the next day, and try again. But don't give up. And that is the main message of this entire channel, is to stay motivated and to not give up. This channel is a testament to that. I'm lucky to have this opportunity. Not many people get the opportunity to do the thing they love like this, and I'm so thankful for that opportunity and thankful for you guys for coming along in this adventure with me. But that is the entire moral of this story, is to just keep trying. If you need to, if you're getting frustrated, take a break, tell a story to somebody, go rant, do whatever you need to do to calm down. Take a minute to yourself, do something you enjoy doing, and come back to it sometime later. I need to get this edited and uploaded. It's past midnight now. It's gonna be a long few days, but we're gonna push through because I love what I do. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this little story time, hit that like and subscribe button to support my struggles. Thank you to the Shenanigans fans on the Patreon. You guys' support really does mean the world to me, and I can't thank you enough as well for your support there. I will see you all later. Hopefully, cross my fingers. Stay motivated.